Hi, I'm Sue Boo bringing crafting to you, and today I'm going to produce a card using just the stamp set from the Sentimental Rose card kit. There's such a lovely rose in here, and oh, I've not got my playful patterns out. I think they call, oh no, sorry, they call plenty of pattern decorative masks. So I'm going to be using one of the masks today. So I'm going to get one out to do on the, it's very simple card. Just need sponge daubers, oh whoops, and a card base. So we're going to be using a card base that is standard A4 in length, and your 4 1/8 across. So it's just cutting your A4 in half at 4 1/8. Okay, so just going to give that a really good crease, and then just go over any burrs that you might have down your edges. So I'm just going to do that. So give it, I want it to go really flat, so I'm going to do that. I'm then just going to hold my mask on the top. So my mask's just going to fit on the top like this, and I'm just going to hold it in place. I'm going to be using the So Saffron ink. So just opening that up, and I'm just going to use a sponge dauber. That's not, that one was Daffodil Delight. Yeah, So Saffron. So this is my So Saffron. Now I'm not, I'm not going to be dabbing this off at all. I'm going to do it straight. Let me get this about where I want it. Straight onto my cardstock. So I'm not bothered if I get any dark areas, because that's exactly what I'm after, some dark and light areas. So I'm just picking the ink up and doing it wherever I want. I'm just holding my mat firmly in place. I've not even stuck that down with anything, and just going around. So some areas will be lighter and some will be darker, so that's the effect that I want. So just any way you want, just finishing it off. I'm just gonna hold my hat at the other side and just go over that. So I'm just doing that to make sure it's all done. Okay, so I'm going to take that off, and as you can see that gives it a beautiful effect. Now I'll watch my mat later, and I'm just going to put my sponge dauber out of my way. So I just think that that gives it a really beautiful effect. I think I've just going to get my stampings, my chamois, just wipe my hands with that. So I think that's a fantastic effect. I've then got another piece of card, and this piece of card measures 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. So let's put that out of the way, and I'm going to bring back in a sponge dauber, and I'm looking for my mint macaron, and I'm going to get my mint macaron. Again, I am not going to rub this off. I'm just going to go onto my card straight away and just put some of this ink going. So I'm looking to put it in this half of the card only. Now I'm just going to go round and just go down here. So just in a sort of diagonal way, taking it up the top a bit more, down here. So bringing it round a little bit more. Okay, so got some, let's bring it a bit darker in the middle. Spread it now. Right, so I've finished with my sponge dauber, and now I've got a lovely stamp that unfortunately has retired, but there's lots of stamp sets with kind of speckle spots. This happens to be Beauty Abounds, and I think I bought this in the clearance, and I've never ever used this stamp. And I just wanted something with speckles, and this is beautiful. So I'm just going to be splatting this all over where I've just done. Just put some on the edge, just some softer ones. Now, there we go. That's it. So I've finished with that. So it's just so simple. And then I'm just going to put my rose onto my block. Just gonna, so I've not cleaned my stamp, I just put it out of the way. So I'm just gonna get the rose. So really I've used two colours that you will not have if you just bought the Sentimental Rose kit. I've just got the So Saffron and Mint Macaron. You will of course have got your grey with the set, so you'd only have to invest in two more colours and the mask to be able to create what I've done. So I'm just going to ink up, and then I'm going to position in the corner. Let's see, about there. So I'm coming off a little bit of the corner. Oh, that didn't, I should have tested my stamp out. That missed a little bit. Oh dear. Hope I can catch that now. Hope it's not going to spoil my card. So it's going in that area. No, it's missed it again. What's the matter with that? To just get that area. Yeah, that's it. It's it has done it slightly different. It's and I've made it darker than what I wanted to, but it'll still be fine. That'll be fine. So now I'm going to get the leaves. If you have any difficulty stamping, then stamp it on a spongy area. Normally, sorry, I use my stamping mat, my foam mat, and then it, of course, you get a perfect stamp each time. But normally I don't have any issues, so let's just cut my leaves. And I think I'm going to come off that about there. And I just really am loving this stamp set, and I'll take this one out there as well. So beautifully. And then oh, I just want one more thing. So when I have cut out the cards, I just had a little bit of card left, and I had a thin strip. And I thought, that's just perfect. And what have I done with it? It's just about 1/2 inch. And I was debating cutting it down, and I thought, no, I'm going to leave it and cut it on camera. I'm just trying to find out, can't find out. I was measuring it up. I know I was measuring it up with that, and I can't seem to see what I've done with it. Oh, I can now. There we go. So it was just, I think this is, just cut this off the, yeah, the bottom of here. So this really is 1/2 inch. So it's just 1/2 inch strip. It's just a random 1/2 inch strip. And all I'm going to do is stamp the best wishes. There we go. So the best wishes. So I'm going to line that up and stamp the best wishes. Let's make sure I've inked up well. So just going to come in a bit, make sure I've got it about even. There we go. Perfect. I'll move that out of the way, close up my ink pad now, and bring back in my card now. So all I'm going to do with this is just cut a little way away from it, probably about 3/8, and just chop it up and level that up about at the other side. Doesn't matter if it's perfect. Then I'm just going to snip in the middle and snip in a little bit, and then just go from each corner and make a fishtail. So cut that off. Now if you've got punchers or you've got dies, you can do this. I'm just trying to show you what you can achieve without having anything. So I'm feeling that wants to go a little bit shorter at this side, and just doing it down the middle, and I'm just cutting in that little bit. That's all I'm doing, and then from the corner I go to the cut, and then from the other corner I'm going to the cut. So if you were not confident, you've got a die cutting machine. It's about the same size. Oh, look at that, perfect. This is one of the label dies, the Tasteful Touches. I don't think they're called Tasteful Touches, but I always call them Tasteful Touches because it went as a bundle, and you've got loads of different sentiment labels, and this fishtail is one of them. This I would have had the nice stitching around the edge, but I'm just showing you what you can do with the set after you have finished with the actual yeah, you want it that way, products inside it. You can go on to use the stamp. So I'm just showing you how you can make a very simple card. You might have got some of the dimensionals left, so you could use those, or you could get some more. So I'm just going to mount up the best wishes on the dimensionals ready. Another thing that you can do to make your... No, I'm going to stick with this because I'm going to make it simple. But you could sponge round the outside of your best wishes as well. So I'm just going to move that out of the way, and I didn't get my glue, so I'll go and get my glue. But I just thought these patterns, what's it called again? They are called Plenty of Decorative Masks. I saw somebody do something with this one that I'm going to try myself. I haven't experimented yet, but they're beautiful patterns. So you get a set, I think there's 4 of them. You've seen the mask that I've used for this. There is also this one. Let's see, what did I hold it up against? I think you can probably see the pattern. It's similar to some of the DSP. I don't know what the name of the DSP is, but that's similar to one of the patterns on the DSP. And then you've got this one as well that you can use. So you've got some nice decorative masks. I particularly liked this one. I've seen a lot of people use that one. They've done different colours with it, like the rainbow. And who was it? What's her name? Rachel Tesserman, that's it. Rachel Tesserman has done that pattern with the Mermaids Pirates stamp set, because it's like scales, and I thought, oh, that's a really, really nice one. So I thought, well, I can see other uses for it as well, so I've done that. So it's very simple. So it's one that is very easy for a beginner to do. There was nothing too difficult there at all. Now what I'm wanting to do is put this right up against the edge of my card. So it's going right up against the edge on both sides of the card. So I haven't got to look for even gaps. I just want it right bang up against there. So it gives me a bigger edge at the side, smaller edge at the bottom, but it's all the way to there. And then we're just going to peel off the back. Hello, Hannah. And then this just sits. We'll have that sort of go in there, and there we go. So quite simple. Now you could put some embellishments if you had any of the enamel dots left. I do, because I've not made up all the cards, so I could use the enamel dots on here, but I'm not going to. I could use other ones that I've got. In fact, I will. I'll put the what are they called? That's one. There. So these are opal rounds. I think these are just really pretty. Go with absolutely everything. There is 2 again sizes, just like there is with the enamel dots. So I've just put a few of these on. So I'm going to do what they've been showing you and put one of the larger ones, one of the smaller ones, and another one of the smaller ones. Just going to put them there like that. And these are like iridescent, they are, so they're very sparkly. So I just think that that's just so simple. Oh, are you there, Valerie? I just saw that Hannah replied to Valerie, but I've not seen Valerie. So but there, so it's very simple. So I hope you like that. You could add ribbon to it. Can put happy birthday inside. What have we got? We've got happy Mother's Day, thinking of you, congratulations for you, thank you, and happy birthday. So we could stick the happy birthday really inside. We could do a rose off. In fact, yes, I am. I'm going to do a rose off inside. So I'm just gonna clean up my rose. So I've got some water that I'm gonna use. So this, let's just clear that out of the way. And where's my, I'll just do this over there. So this is just an empty bottle that did have stamping mist in. So I'm just using that to clean my stamp, because I've let my chamois dry out, and I don't want to have to go in the kitchen to clean it. So I'm just gonna get this off there. So I'll do that. So we'll clean that up. And this just looks stunning in the colours, the coral. So I'm just going to get my coral, Calypso coral. So just going to get the Calypso coral and stamp in the corner with it, because it's such a pretty rose. What have I just done with my card? I've chucked it in the box now, haven't I? So just going to ink that up. I'll test it this time. Yeah, no problem with it. And come in here and oh great, I've caught that in there now. So what I'll do is we'll have one going off. Oh, what's happening to my stamping? I'm going to get my stamping mat. I'm fed up now. I don't know what's happening. There's nothing wrong with my stamp, so I don't know what happened there. Now I've got to get it how it was. At least with the photopolymer you can see to go over the top. So no, that's not it. So I've got to find exactly. No, that's not it. It's because I've got half the. That's it. Okay, so put that down. Don't know what happened there. That's it, and I'll do a leaf there anyway. And so I've got a bit of paper in my pad now, so we'll just get the, and I'm going to put a thumbprint on. I can see, as I've just picked the colour up on my thumb now. Not doing very well today, am I? Right, and I'll just do one where I wanted to originally in the corner down here. So I'm going to do that and move that away. That's it. You see the difference between me stamping on a hard surface and stamping on the stamping mat. When it's photopolymer, these are, hi Valerie, now I can see you. These are designed so that you can use the photopolymer stamps on them, because it gives you the cushioning. So I'm just gonna clean up my stamp. Oops. I'm going to clean up my stamps to try and stop it from staining so much. So let's get rid of my stamp pad. Okay, so that's it. That's it. What do you think of the rose? I can see your floor. Is your table all right? My floor? Can you not see what I'm doing? I can see your floor. Is your table all right? In my image I can see my table. So can you see my feet on the floor, Valerie? Oh. Oops. Now that's gone down. I'm working in a tight space because I was having so much trouble, and I don't want to move my table the other way that I did originally have it. And I'm working in a smaller area than I'm used to. Right, so let's clean that stamp up. That's okay. And then I'm going to bring back in the mint macaron. So I'm going to do coloured ones on the inside, black and white on the outside, and we'll have coloured ones on the inside. So I'm going to pick up my leaf, and then I'm going to stamp that, go in there, and we'll have one about there as well, and then we'll have some coming off this leaf down here, and we'll have a little bit going off there. Okay, so that's what I've done inside to disguise what happened. And before I get anything else other ink on me, I'll just move that away out of my way, and I could do with wiping this down quickly so that I get no thing on there. Okay, so yeah, I think it's such a pretty rose. It's good, and I love the definition in the actual leaves. It's so beautiful, and it looks, I mean, I doubled it slightly on the front, but I think I can get away with that. Oh, look what's happened. I've got the splattering of that now. I wonder if I'm going to go back to my stamp. It's got the splatters, and I'm going to spoil it now because it's spoiled anyway. So, and I can't really cover it up, can I? I'll see what happens when I do this. So I'm going to bring in the coral and see if I can get away with this or not. Otherwise it's totally ruined, this one. So I'm gonna stamp off and stamp in the corners, stamp off and stamp off and touch some speckles on there. I'll have to put some somewhere else as well so that it pulls it in more. Let's see, I can get away with that. I don't know whether that rescues it or not, but I've done my best to rescue it, because I'm very disappointed when you spend a while making a card and then at last minute you actually do something that messes it up completely. So that's annoying. I don't think I can get away with doing the speckles anymore. I'm not sure. There is a speckly one actually in the set, but it's a straight line. Let's take that one off there a minute. So it's a straight line, and I don't know whether I'll be able to get away with it or not. Let's have a look, see what it goes like. So if I lightly do it, oh, I might be able to. So I'm going to stamp off. That's not barely visible. If that's, I'll rescue. See if I can get a little bit more down there. So I've made it so it's blending in. I don't know whether you can see that it's blending in more. The best wishes to the actual thing now. It's not what I originally wanted. I had to do something as it smudged on there, so I think we've all right. I might put a few speckles inside as well. So that's my card for today. I was trying to show you that you can do more things. I got myself in a bit of an inky mess. It happens to the best of us. So we have good days and bad days, and apparently today is a bad day. Missed a lot, lol. It's back. Oh, do you want Wi-Fi keep going in and out, Hannah? Oh, yeah. So there we go, a best wishes card, and I could put happy birthday inside there. So that's it done. Okay, thank you. Oh, right. Thank you very much for popping by. Do appreciate it. I don't know whether I said, oh, good. That I'm Subu, bringing crafting to you. Can't even remember whether I began that. Oh, did you like that? Do you think it works, Valerie? No, because it goes with that bit. I wasn't planning on putting it on there, but when I got that on there, it made me do that. So it works to a degree. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't got a demonstrator, I would love to be a demonstrator. If you are, does actually, good save. What are you saying, a good save? No, sorry, it does actually. What are you saying, Hannah? No, I can't tell when anybody's typing. So I just pick up odd comments every now and again. So it is quite nice. I could have perhaps gone over that more finer and done lots. It probably would give a similar effect to that. But I thought with me having that stamp, and I haven't really used it, and as I say, there are lots of stamp sets with those types of things, so there's probably something in the new catalogue that's got that type of bits in it that you can do for the speckle spotters. It's like you've hit your paintbrush into it all over it and done that. So I do like the effect. It was meant to be more like this one. This was my prototype that I just did, just playing around, and I like really just the green and that. I didn't want to put the other one on. Had I not stamped inside, had I have left it plain inside, I wouldn't have had the mess up. But yeah, so it works. So as I say, thank you very much. Do appreciate that you've stopped by to watch me. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and there will be a link back to my shop in the description box if there's anything that you like and you haven't got your own demonstrator. I would be very pleased to be your demonstrator. So thank you very much. Goodbye, stay safe, stay well, and I'll be back another time with more crafty goodness. Thank you. Bye.